So I have a few friends that are going to join me on stage in a moment. We have a couple of new program evolutions that we want to share with you tonight. We're always trying to be innovative and be on the leading edge. So I'm going to ask my three friends to come on up on stage, and they're going to tell you a little bit about some of the experiences they've had. So one of the programs that we have is an entrepreneurship program. And students work together in class to launch a business. And we created an evolution of this program this year called Dragon's Nest. And this is where students, sound a little familiar? This is where students learn to do a pitch to a group of business leaders. And so I have two students here that participated in this program, and I'd like them to tell us a little bit about it. So this is Abby, and Abby is grade 12, is that correct?
Yeah.
And your friend Cole is grade 10. We're going to talk to Cole in just a minute. So Abby, you participated in Dragon's Nest this year. Tell us a little bit about the business idea you came up with.
Okay, so the business idea I came up with was called the business canvas, and what I basically did was took a variety of buttons and put them on pillows and canvases, and I sold them for about $5 to $10 to all my classmates in my school.
And so what did you learn from creating a pitch and delivering it to some business leaders?
So I learned to participate in many roles, including human resources, marketing, finance, and I decided to develop my leadership and business skills with doing this venture.
And what was your favorite thing about the experience?
Meeting the dragons and getting feedbacks from them were really great, yeah.
Any of them tough?
There were a few.
That's okay, because it's not always easy. Do you remember a tough question maybe one of them asked you?
I don't remember, but I think it was like, how would you expand your product line? And so far I only had pillows and canvases, but I told them that I would go to different schools, not just my school, and sell my products, so.
Great, so that got you thinking.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you for being here. Give Abby a round of applause. And this is Cole. Cole's in grade 10, and he was participating in the same program, Dragon's Nest. And you came up with a very interesting invention. Tell us a little bit about your invention.
So I invented Untangible Headphones. I took regular headphones and paracord and changed them.
You got a few claps there. I think you might have a couple of customers in the audience. Did you bring them with you by chance?
Yes, but
They're over at your table. Okay, if anybody's interested, I guess they can come visit you over there later. How'd you come up with this idea?
well, I'm always listening to music. I always have my headphones on, and I constantly had this problem, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
So you came up with a solution. That's great. So what's next for that invention?
I'm hopefully thinking of starting a summer company and properly marketing them and getting them out there and making them.
Great, good for you. And what did you learn through doing the pitch to the dragons?
I learned to take risks and do something you probably wouldn't want to do because you'll always learn something from it.
And did this affect your thinking about your future career at all?
Yes, I went from wanting to be an architect to actually wanting to be an engineer.
Wow, how did that happen?
Well, I figured.
Oh, you got some engineers in the audience. A few claps.
I figured that I actually like working more with the technical stuff.
Great. Would you recommend this experience to other students?
Yes, because I definitely would, because it really gives you the chance to make your idea something more.
Great, good for you. Well, let's give Cole a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. This is Gurjot, and you're in grade 12, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Now, Gurjot participated in a different program that we ran this year. It's a new program that we call Global Solutions. And we partnered with the Monk School to take real-world global problems and write curriculum based on those real-world current problems that are not yet solved. And that has been packaged by our staff team, who are educators, for insertion into secondary school courses. And there's about 10 courses, actually, that this curriculum can be integrated into. And it's thanks to support from the Ontario Ministry of Education we were able to do this. But Gurjot, can you tell us a little bit about this experience in looking at a real-world problem? First of all, what was the problem that you folks looked at?
So the problem that we faced was financial inclusion in developing countries, more specifically India, and how can we create some sort of banking which is more accessible to individuals without having to spend billions of dollars in infrastructure?
Okay, so for some of the non-bankers in the audience, what is financial inclusion? And in this case, it was actually lack of financial inclusion. What exactly does that mean?
So it's the idea that individuals may have to walk 50, 60 miles to actually access a bank. And what we wanted to do was implement some sort of system where individuals should be able to access a bank within 15 minutes distance or wherever they are around the world.
And so why is it a big deal if somebody doesn't have access to a bank?
So it's the big issue with access to credit. So for example, say you're a farmer and you want to invest and grow and expand your business, but you don't have any form of credit. You actually can't do so. And the situation in India or developing countries is they don't know how to save their money. So if one year they have a really good crop load, and they spend all their money, but the next year they have a bad crop, then they actually don't have any savings to afford to put food on the table for their children.
Yay for those banks. All 5 of them that sponsor us, right? What did you like about this experience and this program?
What I really enjoyed was the opportunity to get mentorship from a lot of experienced individuals in the community, and it really impacted the way I see how we get so many great opportunities in the world, and we take it for granted, and we really need to assess how we can take these opportunities, the abundance we have, and share it with the rest of the world.
And so your solution to this problem was to create an app, right? Want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So right now I'm working on a microfinancing application, which essentially allows individuals to invest from developed countries into individuals in developing countries so that it can spur entrepreneurial activity. And I got the opportunity to present this idea in Germany and present it to Angela Merkel, and she thought it was a great idea, so I've been working on that for a while now.
That's pretty cool. Wow, congratulations. It's interesting, we now live in a world where more people have access to a cell phone than a bathroom, according to the UN. So an app might sound like a crazy idea maybe to people that don't have access to a bank, but actually access to a cell phone is something that's pretty common around the globe. So you obviously enjoyed this experience and you'd recommend it to other students. So I want to thank you for being here tonight and sharing your experience. And let's give a round of applause to all 3 of our students. Okay, he wants to take a selfie for the Twitter contest, so he's going to do that while I go over here and talk. Go ahead, selfie away. Okay, everybody group in. Everybody lean in.